Trigger warning. This video dives into some personal and sensitive topics around family and childhood trauma that might be hard to hear. I'm not here to offend or blame my family. This is my story, my journey of healing the inner child and working through past wounds. Healing trauma isn't easy, and it looks different for everyone. For me, part of that healing has come from finding and creating safe spaces where I can be vulnerable and rebuild trust, like the Daal House, a place where anyone and everyone is welcome. I'm sharing all this because I want others who feel alone in their struggles to know that they are not, and to show what healing can really look like. This is my my healing process. If you're offended by that, tough, because I'm not apologizing. Hey. What? Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Hey, you awake?
No, I'm not. Why are you still up?
You know, sometimes when it's quiet, my mind is loud.
I know the feeling, baby. You want to talk about it? What's on your mind?
Just everything. Why don't nobody notice what I do? When I'm at home, I feel like I gotta do the most just to get a good job. Like, if I'm not doing something big, I just disappear. But when I go to grandma and granddaddy's, just being there is enough for them.
You were a pro at living out of a bag, weren't you? Always having to shift who you had to be. But Mama was grinding, always working, making sure we had what we needed, even if it meant she didn't get much rest. Mama's love was quiet, but it was everywhere. Our meals, the lights being on, the way she held it all together. I didn't always see it then, but Mama's love was the foundation beneath my feet. I never realized how much she was holding just to keep us standing. But sometimes I just wanted more. I wanted her to listen and ask me how my day went and sit with me when I'm sad. That's what Grandma gave me, the softness that Mama couldn't. Grandma had time and patience. She held me when I cried. She asked about my dreams, and she just let me be a kid without worrying about bills and all that grown-up stuff. Those were things Mama couldn't give me. Yeah, it's crazy how different each home was. But between them, you learn that love could be both a foundation and a cushion. You learn two different kinds of love. One that held you up, and one that caught you when you fell. Grandma and Granddaddy had that special kind of love. Especially Granddaddy. He really stepped in for us, didn't he? Always there, always clapping the loudest, like we were the best kid in the world. You remember our puppy Nikki? Yeah, I remember. I miss him. He felt like our real daddy most of the time, until he left us. And speaking of daddy, you remember when it just used to be me and him? I used to be daddy's girl, his little shadow, his partner in crime. Like I was his favorite person in the world. But then he moved and remarried, and my front row seat just disappeared. All of a sudden, I'm watching from the balcony, learning to feel the space with my own voice. That's probably why you're talking to yourself. Yeah, I remember how that felt. That was rough. We used to be tight. A daddy's girl for real. But then he built a new life somewhere else. The calls dropped off, the visits got shorter, and then just stopped altogether. It's like the rules changed, but nobody told us. It hurt. It used to be all about us, then suddenly we were watching from the sidelines. I know you tried to act like it didn't matter, but I know it did. Yeah, I tried to be cool about it, but I really wanted him to pick me first again. Be his favorite again. I'm so messed up. I get mad at Mama for not being like Grandma. Then I feel bad for loving Grandma so much, like I'm betraying Mama. Then when Granddaddy stepped up, it helped, but it wasn't the same. I just wanted all of them. Does that make me bad? No, you ain't bad. And it ain't nothing to feel bad about. You needed what you needed. You just want to be seen and loved in every spot you landed. And ain't nothing wrong with that. You deserve that. That's why Grandma and Granddaddy stepped in and filled those shoes without hesitation. And even though we've lost Granddaddy, the love he gave us is still in him. I miss him so much. Sometimes I wish we could have Daddy around like before and Granddaddy still here. You think Daddy cared about how I felt? I felt like I was invisible, like I had to earn his attention too. I wish we could have both too. And yeah, I think Daddy thought about it. The grown-ups get caught up in their own shit sometimes. It don't make it right, but it's real. What the hell is so funny? I like when you cuss like Granddaddy. Well, you got a whole lot of cussing to look forward to, kiddo. You're gonna be a pro. Trust me. But what was I saying? That I can say shit? That is not what I said. I was trying to explain that what matters is me and Daddy now. Look at us. We've rebuilt. Not perfect. We don't talk every day. And it's cool. But when we do, it means something. You gotta believe that things come back around. Me and Daddy found each other again. And I realized I'm still Daddy's girl. Probably even more now that I know what it's like to lose, rebuild, and to forgive. Sometimes love has to take the long way home. So it's okay to miss what we lost and be okay with what we have now? Hell yeah, it's okay. You can miss Granddaddy, miss what it was like with Daddy, and still celebrate what we have now. That's real grown-up shit right there. And you ain't gotta shrink your story for nobody. But what if I mess up? What if I get mad and say the wrong thing? What if I'm never really okay with being in the middle? You gon' mess up. We all do. But one bad day don't erase all the love. And as far as being in the middle, that's where you learn to be strong. You learn to find love in the soft places and the hard ones. You learn to clap for yourself when nobody else is looking. That's a superpower. Like Wonder Woman? Better and stronger than Wonder Woman. But it wasn't just the distance from Daddy that hurt. It was all that crazy mess between him and Mama. Got any tools? Nope. Go fish. And you're right. Their relationship was toxic. And you got stuck in the middle. Nobody ever told you what was happening. And you were just left bouncing around, picking up all the pieces. Got any pens? Nope. Go fish. But the wild thing is, when Daddy moved back to our hometown, it's like Mama forgot all about everything he did to hurt her. She started going to his house again. She'd tell me and Chris, stay home, lock the door, don't open it. And then she'd be gone for hours. Or she wouldn't come home after work. We'd be there, just us, waiting, not knowing how long she'd be, or if she'd come home happy or mad. Got any upside down hearts? Upside down hearts? What? These. Girl, those are spades. And you're not supposed to ask for a suit. You're supposed to ask for a number. You know how to play this game. Oh. Johnny Case? Yes, I have a K. I remember those nights that you got left behind. You felt like you were unimportant. You wondered, why does she want to be with him more than me? And Daddy didn't come to our house. He didn't move us all in with him. He never came to be a real daddy. And Mama never made him step up. It was like you and your brother were just an afterthought. That's a lonely kind of hurt. I need force, milk, go fish. No, I'm not. I used to stare at the door, hoping she'll walk through and say that she missed me, or that Daddy would come with a plan to be a real daddy. But they were out doing their own thing, like the pain never happened and like we didn't exist. That confusion is real, baby girl. You were too young to understand grown-ups' heartbreak, but you were old enough to know that you weren't being chosen. Nobody ever told you the truth, so you made it about you, like you were unlovable or not worth staying home for. I thought if I was better, smarter, quieter, if I helped out more, they'd want me around. I tried, but it never got better. Why didn't they want me? That wasn't your fault. None of it. You deserve parents that showed up, make you feel wanted and safe. And I know it hurts that they couldn't give you that. I wish I could go back and pick you up off that couch and shake you and tell you that you are not the problem. You're not invisible, and you are wanted. I just wanted to matter. Wanted one of them to pick me first. Not just when it was convenient, but all the time. I know. And I'm here now to choose you. Every single day. We don't have to keep living in that old story. Your worth is not up for debate. You're not a backup plan. You're not a shadow. You're not second place. You're everything. You promise you won't leave me? Even if it gets hard? No more waiting by the door and no more hoping for crumbs. I got you, and I ain't going nowhere. And if you ever start to feel unwanted again, let's talk about it. Sit together, we'll feel it, and then remind each other of the truth. We matter. We always did. That's all I ever wanted, and that's what you'll always have. Why the hell do you have so many cards? Let's play something else. Okay. Well, why was it always tense at home? Like there was always anger in the air. Like thunder before a storm. I could feel it even if nobody was saying nothing. I would just wonder why Mama was so hard, so sharp. I mean, she loved me, but I could feel the hurt under it. Like she was holding something too big for her, and it spilled over on me. Yeah, I felt it too. The anger was real. Mama was mad, but a deep hurt kind of mad. Draw 4, color red, reverse to me. No fair, you cheating. How? We just got started and that's how the game goes. Whatever. Don't start being a crybaby. I'm not a crybaby. Held the anger in, but it leaked all over the place. She was still showing up, still grinding, but there was a sharpness to her love. Almost like she wanted to keep me close, but sometimes I catch her looking at me, and it looked like she was looking through me, or maybe even past me. And it didn't help that you look just like Daddy. Draw 2, color green, skip you. Sometimes I would see her, see his face in mine, and her whole mood would shift. Like I was carrying the weight of their pain, and I didn't even do nothing. Draw 4, color green. I hated feeling like an ugly reminder of the hate she never got over. I used to try so hard to make her happy, to be different, to make her see me and not just him. I wished I could change my face. I started wearing makeup so she'd think I was pretty, but it didn't work though. So I just started staying out of her way so she wouldn't have to look at me as much. I am so sorry. That's too heavy for a kid to handle. You didn't deserve that. None of it was your fault. Not what he did, not how she felt, and definitely not how you look. But I know it made you shrink. You thought maybe if you disappear, the anger would too. I'm sorry that nobody ever told you that it's not your job to fix their pain, and it wasn't your job to prove them wrong. Oh no. You cheated! No, I didn't. Keep up. I was getting punished for what Daddy did. I know that wasn't fair. You got caught in the crossfire of grown folks' pain. But now that I'm grown, I get that her pain was about him, not about you. I also get how much you needed her to see you, to love you, without all the baggage. I'm here to give you what she couldn't. Unconditional love, no matter what you look like or what happened before. Even when I remind you of the shit that hurts, stop cussing. And yes, especially then, you're not a mistake and you're not a punishment. You are my second chance to love parts of you that never got loved right. And I promise, you never have to work for my love. You got it just because you're you. I'm gonna try to believe that. That's all I ask. I won. You cheated! No, I didn't. But calm down, because this time we had a very important talk. Mama's anger wasn't just about Daddy. But what else could it be about? That time I melted Mama's wig with the curling irons? I really didn't mean to. I was trying to help her get ready for work so she wouldn't have to rush. I said I was sorry, and I meant it. No, it's not about the wig. She carried pain from way back. When Mama was a little girl, she lost her mama in the worst way possible. She was just a kid, around 7 or 8, and suddenly, she didn't have a soft place to land. She never really got the chance to know what a mother's love even felt like. Oh no, Mommy. So, she had to figure it out all alone? No hugs, no bedtime stories, nobody to tell her she was enough either? So sad. I didn't know. Yeah, she learned to survive. Just survive. She carried that pain. No matter how hard she tried to hide it, it followed her everywhere. It made her love sharp. It made her hustle hard. It made her scared to get too soft. She didn't know how to give what she never got. I thought she was mad at me for needing too much. Like, I was asking for something she couldn't find inside herself. She probably was. Not because of you, but because your wanting reminded her of everything she missed, everything she lost. She wanted to give her heart, but it was all patched up with band-aids and scars. You know, she still carries that. She still fights with those ghosts every day. Ghosts are scary. So, is that why she was so tough on me? Because I was bad or broken or too much, but because her heart never got the chance to be a little girl and be cared for? Exactly. Her love was survival. She showed up, she worked herself to the bone, she kept us fed and safe. She didn't have any softness left over for you. Her softness was stolen from her before she ever got a chance to grow into it. I wish I could go back and hug her. I wish I could tell her that it wasn't her fault. Me too. And you know what? You can still love her from here. You can forgive her for what she couldn't give you, and forgive yourself for wanting it. That's healing. That's how we break the cycle. So maybe I can be the soft place for us now. For me and for her, in a way. That's it. You get to choose softness now. You get to give and receive the love that both of us needed. You're not just building something new. You're breaking chains, kiddo. That's heavy. But it feels real. So if I keep showing up for myself, it'll get lighter, right? It will. And every time you do, you honor her too. You honor the little girl she was and the child you are. Not bad, huh? Let's go hang them up. Thanks for explaining. I think I understand a little bit more now, but there are more things I don't understand. I'll say, Mama, that hurts. She'll say sorry, and then just do the same thing again, if she acknowledges it at all. Does that make her the L word? Here you go. L word? What's the L word? Liar. Not exactly, but I know that hurts. Hearing her say sorry, but still having to feel the pain over and over again. I know you want to believe her, but her behavior doesn't match her words. Another one. Here you go. Yeah, it makes me wonder if she really sees me, or if she just hears what she wants to. Like, she's sorry in the moment, but then I'll have this take over, and then I'm left picking up the pieces again. It's okay to feel frustrated, hurt, even angry. Apologies mean nothing without change. And you deserve more than just some empty words. I want to believe she'll get it one day, but I'm scared that waiting on that will keep hurting me. That's why we set boundaries. Loving her doesn't mean we have to keep letting her hurt us. We have to protect ourselves. Even if that means loving her from a distance. It's not turning your back. It's choosing to heal. That's lonely, but I get it. I gotta love myself first, or I'll keep falling back into the same pain. I'm getting old, kiddo. Exactly. We're breaking the cycle, remember? No more accepting crumbs or excuses. We stand firm in knowing our worth. Proud of us for that. For finally choosing us. Me too. And when it hurts, we'll talk about it. We won't stuff it down. We won't pretend. We face it together. That makes me feel strong. You are. Every step, every boundary, every tough conversation brings us closer to peace. There's something else we got to talk about, little one. More? I listen better with ice cream. In a minute. This is important. Look, even grown, I still got scarred. Our parents kept hurting me. Sometimes straight up, other times with what they did or said. I feel it. I still want them to see me. I still hope one day they'll change. I know you do, and I get it, because I wanted that too. But even as an adult, I've been mistreated by them. God said, honor thy mother and father. He never said that they would always be the parents you needed them to be. And he never said you had to keep letting them hurt you. Sometimes honoring your parents means loving them from a safe distance. They don't know how bad it got for us. Daddy still don't know about my mental health. And honestly, he don't even ask. And Mama just says, Candy, I think you're making this worse than what it is. Like the pain in my chest is nothing but drama. That's real. We got diagnosed with PTSD, major depressive disorder, and anxiety disorder when we were 38 years old. Ooh, yuck. How did we catch that? Did we drink after somebody? Mama told us to never drink after people. We didn't catch it. It came from years and years of things piling up. Stuff we had to carry alone. Compound trauma is what they call it. And they still don't want to face it. Daddy, he don't even ask. And Mama just brushes it off. So, what do we do now? I still want to run back to them. Just to hear them say, Candy, you matter. But I know what happens if I do. I started letting them hurt me again. just to be seen. That's why I set boundaries now. I love them, I honor them, but I do it from over here. For my mental health and for our safety. I won't let you or me get pulled back into old pain, looking for love where it's not safe to stand. It feels lonely sometimes, but I get it. You, the child in me, still wants validation, and that's okay. But the adult in us knows better, and we don't have to be abused to be loved. We don't accept crumbs when we're worth the whole feast. Self-validation is how we heal. No more letting anybody, not mama, daddy, anybody, make us feel small or invisible or broken. And sometimes I'm mad at you, grown me, for ignoring me like they did. You pushed down feelings, told me to toughen up, and left me alone in the dark. And I am so sorry. I thought pushing through was strength, but I left you behind. I see you, and I'll never leave you alone again. No more hiding or pretending. I love you fully, every part. I'm proud of you for that. Finally protecting me. For coming back for me. Thanks for not letting me down. I'm proud of us too. We broke the cycle. We learned to see ourselves, honor ourselves, and love ourselves. No matter who else can't or won't. And that's love. So we keep our boundaries and we keep moving forward. Together. You got it, kiddo. If we must, we love from afar, but we heal up close. We never forget how much we matter. Hey, not just to them, but to ourselves. Shut the up and go to sleep. Let's go get our ice cream. One for you, one for me. We deserve it.
Hey, and bring me one too. And a nip of that Jack Daniels in there.
Now you can cuss.
You shut the up. We ain't bringing you shit. Now take your mean ass back to sleep.
Not bad, kiddo. Not bad. Thanks for not forgetting about me. I'm here. Always have been, always will be. And remember, ain't nobody like us. I love you, kiddo. And I love this ice cream. Bye. Hey y'all, thanks for watching and taking time to listen to my story. If you're looking for a safe place to start or continue your own healing journey, I invite you to come visit us at Daal House Contour Recovery right here in Houston, Texas, where any and everyone is welcome to find emotional support and care for their well-being. We offer relaxation and muscle recovery bodywork, non-surgical enhancements, sculpting, and detox, all designed to improve your self-image, confidence, and performance. Also, my latest release, Nipped, Tucked, and is available for pre-order at dhcontour.com for $20. You're gonna dive deep into realness and get ready for some real honest conversations. And don't forget, the Body Goals Guide is still available on sale on Amazon. That's your companion for confidence and self-love on your cosmetic surgery journey. Links in the description. If you want me, Nurse Candy, the Picasso, to help tell your story, to help you start on your healing journey, I would be honored to do that. And remember, you don't have to create the masterpiece. The real art is learning to master your piece. Bye.